dimineața! Welcome to Futures Fit Cities Forum. Good morning to all of you. My name is Lidia Scarlat and I will be your host for the day today. It is genuinely a privilege to stand here in front of all of you in this morning. I mean, if we only look at the agenda, if we could look at the agenda. Have you seen the agenda? Yes? Okay, great. Then you know that today is all about change makers. It's all about cities officials. It's about urban innovators. It's about visionary leaders. It's about policymakers. And you probably found yourself or identified yourself amongst at least one of these types of people. But each of you, for sure, are united by a shared mission, if we can definitely call it like that. And that mission is to improve the places where life really happens. And the theme of today's event is Missions Possible. That's really not just a slogan, it's actually a call to action. And it reminds us that even in the face of adversity, even in the face of crisis, in the face of challenges and complexities, transformation is genuinely possible if we work together and if we commit to shared goals that deliver impact. So today we will talk about ambitions, we will talk about ideas, we will talk about capabilities, and eventually, hopefully, during the coffee breaks and during the lunch break, which is going to come up at some point today, we will also get the opportunity to learn from each other and to talk to each other as well. So I would love to start with the official part of today. We will introduce the very first person who will step on stage today. It is with great honor that I want to introduce the person who is a key figure in shaping Moldova's development strategies. So please join me in warmly welcoming Corneliu Cirimpei, State Secretary of the Ministry of Infrastructure and Regional Development.
Bună ziua! Excelență Ianis Majeichis, Excelență Diana Iablonska, Daniela Gasparicova, mulți stimați oaspeți importanți ai Republicii Moldova, primari, reprezentanții ai autorităților publice locale, prieteni. Mă bucur foarte mult să deschid această activitate cu un cuvânt din partea Ministerului Infrastructurii și Dezvoltării Regionale, care m-a delegat la acest eveniment. Din start doresc să exprim profunde mulțumiri tuturor pentru suportul acordat Republicii Moldova. În aceste timpuri interesante și, cu părere de rău, impredictibile, prin care trece nu doar Republica Moldova, dar și întreaga planetă. Republica Moldova a ales o direcție de dezvoltare și această direcție de dezvoltare are drept scop aderarea la Uniunea Europeană și noi considerăm că această direcție este corectă. În acest scop, noi dorim și lucrăm la îmbunătățirea nu doar a condițiilor de trai al confortului cetățenilor, dar și la asigurarea unei vieți mai sigure pentru cetățenii noștri. Ministerul Infrastructurii și Dezvoltării Regionale din Republica Moldova este antrenat într-un amplu proces de construcție a țării. Și în ultimii 3 ani am reușit realizarea unor proiecte de infrastructură care sunt de cel puțin de 10 ori mai multe în comparație cu precedenții 10 ani. Am reușit aceasta prin mai multe programe și proiecte, în așa fel încât să acoperim mai multe segmente din Republica Moldova. Și în primul rând noi ne gândim la oamenii pentru care noi participăm la acest proces de construcție. Chiar ieri ministrul Bolea a lansat un nou proiect care are drept scop îmbunătățirea rețelei de drumuri locale în Republica Moldova. Astăzi urmează să fie publicat ghidul și noi așteptăm ca primarii, consilierii locali, liderii civici locali să participe la o cooperare cu guvernul prin depunerea de proiecte ca noi să încercăm să diminuăm una dintre principalele probleme din cele care le spun oamenii, drumurile și în special drumurile locale. De asemenea, mulți dintre dumneavoastră știu că una dintre prioritățile Republicii Moldova este programul polurilor de creștere, în care noi implicăm 6 orașe din Republica Moldova: Iedineț, Soroca, Ungheni, Cahul, Orhei și Comrat. În același timp, pentru noi este foarte important orașul Bălți. Pentru orașul Bălți, guvernul are o strategie, un program separat, care prevede mai multe îmbunătățiri de infrastructură și una dintre principalele probleme care ne-au spus oamenii din Bălți în urma întâlnirilor noastre este conexiunea foarte proastă dintr-un sector din Bălți în care locuiesc mai mult de jumătate din populația orașului Bălți cu centrul orașului, în așa fel încât ne îndrumă pe noi la acea stradă și jumătate care acum este funcțională pentru acest oraș important din nordul Moldovei, să contribuim la îmbunătățirea a încă 2 străzi de conexiune pentru acest număr mare de populație care locuiesc într-un sector de Bălți, iar lucrează în altă parte a orașului Bălți. În 2022, acest guvern a lansat programul Satului European 1 și în 24 Satul European 2, între dânsele fiind și programul Satului European Express, de la care au beneficiat peste 750 de primării din Republica Moldova. Deci, în acest amplu proces, guvernul a reușit să implice cam 3/4 din toate autoritățile publice locale din Republica Moldova. Nu putem să lăsăm nici orașul Chișinău, că se vor supăra. În acest an lansăm proiectul Curți Europene pentru mai multe asociații din orașul Chișinău care vor dori să aplice proiecte la inițiativele guvernului în acest sens. De asemenea, pe lângă nivelul local care l-am menționat, fie că este vorba de capitală, fie că este vorba de orașul Bălți, fie că este vorba de acele 6 orașe poli de creștere, fie că este vorba de sate, noi înțelegem că o serie de probleme nu pot fi rezolvate în Republica Moldova fără proiecte regionale. În special atunci când vorbim de proiecte ce țin de sanitație și proiecte ce țin de gestionarea deșeurilor. Dar și proiecte ce țin de creșterea nivelului turistic a diferitor regiuni din Republica Moldova, a nivelului de educație pentru diferite regiuni din Moldova și cu acest scop, guvernul susține activitățile celor 5 agenții de dezvoltare regională din Republica Moldova. Aici doresc să vă mulțumesc mult pentru faptul că depuneți interes vis-a-vis de dezvoltarea în continuare a Republicii Moldova. Vă doresc succes la modul de implicare în această activitate, la acest forum și dorim ca societatea, cel puțin în Republica Moldova, dar și a tuturor țărilor din jurul nostru, să fie mai confortabilă și, în primul rând, mai sigură. Vă mulțumesc!
Noi vă mulțumim. Thank you for the contribution to the country and also for launching this event today. Vă mulțumim că ați dat startul acestui eveniment de astăzi. Recently, Moldovan citizens have voted for the path of even closer cooperation with the European Union. This decision obviously is a commitment to growth, is a commitment to be resilient and to a shared future. Our next speaker here on stage is His Excellency Yanis Majaix, EU Ambassador of the Delegation of the European Union to Moldova.
Dear State Secretary, dear UNDP representative, dear Diana, dear participants, I would like to speak about building bridges. Think of the Eastern Partnership, which started back in 2009. Since the founding Prague summit in 2009, the Eastern Partnership has evolved. The substance of the policy has broadened, deepened, and been adapted to the changing realities. A big step forward happened in 2014 with association agreements and deep and comprehensive free trade areas. These agreements were like a major upgrade for our relationships then with Georgia, Moldova, and Ukraine. They changed the game, for some perhaps for good, for some maybe the chances were not as well used as they could have. Because in 2022 we reached a new level of relations with Moldova and with Ukraine. They became candidate countries, and now they are in the middle of a very important process of their next stage of development, which is called screening, which means that we together are going through all the rule books of the European Union and seeing how much the reality of these countries matches the rule books. But we didn't stop there. Very recently, for Moldova, we launched the growth plan. So we can think of it as a supercharger of the country's economy. Its total value is 1.9 billion euros, so 1,900 millions. It is the largest EU financial support package since the country's independence. The plan aims to double Moldova's economy size in the next 10 years. And it will bring also new opportunities for everyone while bringing the country more integrated into the EU internal market. Moldovan cities will benefit from this unique investment opportunity, and it will accelerate the regional and local development. Why is that important? Because joining the European Union is not just about politics. It means access to big market, it means more opportunities for businesses, and it means working together on everything ranging from education to the environment. And we know that it's not going to be easy. There will be bumps in the road. There are huge challenges for a country the size of Moldova to manage this adjustment with limited human resources, to do that adjustment in a very condensed time space, but it is doable. Because, and I think it must be done because the rewards of this process are huge. And by working together, we, I believe, can unlock the potential of Moldova and all other candidate countries. The EU has been a partner for local governments for a long time. There is an old saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together with friends. And that's what we're doing. I would like to thank the central government of Republic of Moldova and all the other countries involved in Mayors for Economic Growth Facility for their hard work and cooperation. And a huge thank you to the local leaders in Moldova, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Ukraine. Your partnerships are invaluable. I would also like to acknowledge UNDP team for their professionalism and dedication. Through the Mayors for Economic Growth facility, we can build a brighter future, a future based on democracy, inclusion, and sustainable growth. And it is up to the local authorities to fully use that potential. I was very pleased to see those many posters about one of my favorite places in Republic of Moldova, which is a small town called Jedinets in the north of the country. So it's not the most rich town in Moldova, it's not the most central one, but it might be the town which has been among those who have best used the opportunities that the European Union has presented, because now we see their plans to improve the look of a rather sad-looking island in the middle of their park. But before that, they have managed to get new buses, new video surveillance system of the park, new street lighting. So basically using all those things that are available for everyone, but not everybody is using that. So now we have the new phase of Mayors for Economic Growth facility. And this new phase means new energy and new possibilities. The Mayors for Economic Growth facility is back, building on the established successes and with new, fresh ideas. It isn't just about building on past wins, it is about supercharging them with fresh, innovative ideas. So I would like to thank you all for being dedicated to your communities. We as European Union are here to support you, to share our knowledge, and to collaborate on projects that will make your countries more prosperous, more progressive, and closer to the European Union. So let's work together on building that future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your contribution. And I loved what you said about us going far together. And hopefully, Moldova is also nimble enough to go fast in that far journey as well. Thank you very much. Now, it is a pleasure to welcome on stage Diana Jabłonska, Head of Unit, the European Commission, DG NS, and Advocate for Innovation, Inclusivity, and Development.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear State Secretary, dear Ambassador, dear Representative, and of course, most importantly, dear mayors and dear guests. I'm very sorry for my informal attire, but I managed to come to Chisinau. My luggage is still traveling. Hope to get it soon. But I am very glad to be here today, and I am very honored to speak after the distinguished speakers before me, who I think already shaped the scene very well. So I will just add a few words in addition, if I may. I think it's very important that we are meeting today in this very special moment for the project Mayors of Economic Growth, because we will have a fantastic opportunity today, and this day is really for you, dear mayors, dear guests, dear civil society, dear partners, to discuss what worked, what you liked, what really is important to take to this new phase of the project, because we are right now just in the beginning of the third phase of cooperation. And I think my honorable predecessors, speakers, have already underlined that this is an important moment. Of course, the Eastern Partnership region is right now facing important challenges, of course, but at the same time, there are new opportunities that can be seized. For example, growth plan, as just described in detail, and also all the actions taken by the Moldovan governments to ensure that the growth is felt across the country. I would like to also stress that, of course, we have a very important recovery plan in Ukraine. We are also rolling out a resilience and reform program in Armenia, and we are working with other countries that cooperate with us to ensure that the cooperation, that working together to bring socioeconomic development and growth is felt across all the countries, across the Eastern Partnership. And therefore, I very much believe that today the discussion within different thematic groups, as we saw, the agenda is extremely ambitious, will strongly help us to pave the way with this new phase, especially that we have a lot of initiatives that we can build on. So what we have done so far is extremely important. We already heard about all the interesting projects here in the country, in the host country, Moldova. We also have work in Moldova on solar energy and education, as the State Secretary mentioned. In Armenia, we have worked with the program on tourism and on culture. In Georgia, we have supported disabled children, and we are looking forward to work even further on innovative projects. I have also mentioned that we all, of course, are living in very challenging times, and Mayors for Economic Growth program also supported those that are fleeing the war, the aggressive Russian brutal war against Ukraine, and we supported the cities and the communities that are hosting refugees. So this is extremely rich and very important background, and I'm absolutely confident that all that are joining the meeting today will be bringing and contributing to new ideas, what we should work together during this first phase. And I would like, of course, to warmly thank our partner, the UNDP, in this endeavor, because already in the last phase we have seen a very important increase of participation in the program, and I hope that that will be working even better or higher, as we will be going together very far, as ambassadors have said. I think we all like this very much. And I strongly believe that there is a lot of exchanges that can happen, and a lot of peer learning that you can enrich your initiatives with thanks to this program. So today in Chisinau, we look forward to the future of the initiative very much. So that I will stress again that this forum is dedicated to you. So to all those that have made this initiative a success so far, so to the mayors, to civil society, partners, and of course citizens. And it is a time for all of us, but especially for you, of course, to actively take part in these discussions, how to shape it best for to address the challenges and the opportunities in your communities. On our side, we see this next phase of the program as a very important moment for helping municipalities to diversify the source of funding. So also to bring funding from private-public partnerships and investments. Of course, we are building on a long already experience here, and of course the growth plans that were mentioned will bring new opportunities. And this is extremely important, that the municipalities, cities, that you are ready for it as well, that you are prepared and understanding that this funding, which also is not only the funding that we are making available to the governments, but it's supposed to leverage additional funding from public, but also from private investors. And this, I think it's important to discuss today also how to bring it to the municipal and city level, because it's a very important and a possibility and new opportunity that should be seized quickly. So it is essential, of course, to recognize that local authorities are absolutely in the forefront of bringing the socio-economic transformation to citizens, and therefore the possibilities of new funding needs to be really seized by the municipalities, and this program should have a very important role to help you in this. In particular, that of course we are all aware that the challenges such as climate change are still there, and we need to address them together. So we are looking forward to continue supporting building capacities in this regard, to offer support to effectively design, implement, and deliver essential services, and to design projects that meet the evolving needs of your communities and citizens. So to conclude, I would like to invite all of you once again to make the most of this event, to make the most of these discussions that I have no doubt will be extremely exciting and very fruitful, and would like to strengthen our commitment to empower all municipalities in the Eastern Partnership region, so that indeed together we can unlock your potential and create a more sustainable, more prosperous future for all the citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your commitment to building a brighter future together, and thanks for being here. Next up, we are honored to have a person that leads transformative initiatives across the country, fostering resilience. Please welcome Daniela Gasparikova, resident representative of UNDP Moldova.
Distinguished partners, ladies and gentlemen, Gamarioba, Dobroho Ruanku, Bari Luis, Bună dimineața, good morning. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the Future Fit Cities Forum Mission Possible. This forum is more than just an event, as it has already been mentioned. It's a collective milestone on our journey towards building cities that are more inclusive, more sustainable, and more resilient. It reflects not only on our joint commitment of both the European Commission and UNDP and all our partners to support urban transformation across the Eastern Partnership region, but also our shared conviction that local partnerships and leadership, which comes in many forms and shapes, are driving forces behind deep and lasting change in our region. The Mayors for Economic Growth initiative, now a vibrant and expanding network of over 430 municipalities, has consistently demonstrated the power of local action to shape national and even regional trajectories of our countries. Through Mayors for Economic Growth, we are not only empowering you, the city leaders, and you, municipality leaders, we are also, we believe, enabling new ways of governing, experimenting with new methodologies, and supporting cities to become more future-ready. Whether it is through mission-based approaches, integrated planning, or co-creating visions with residents, Mayors for Economic Growth help local governments move beyond business as usual and step into new roles as architects of transformation. I would like personally to be called an architect of transformation, so I think that this is something that we collectively should be all proud of. Your cities have already offered compelling proof of what's possible when ambition meets innovation and commitment at the local level. In Armenia, municipalities are embracing cultural heritage and sustainable tourism as an economic levers. Take Areni, for example, where community-driven initiatives have managed to blend tradition with forward-looking development. It's a strong example of how place-based identity can power economic renewal. In Ukraine, cities like Bucha and Mykolaiv have become symbols of resilience. Amid the harshest of conditions, they are testing bold urban regeneration strategies, applying digital innovation as we speak, and showing how locally led commitments and resilience can guide recovery efforts towards inclusive and better futures. In Georgia, dynamic municipalities such as Batumi are cultivating startup ecosystem and nurturing local entrepreneurships. These efforts demonstrate that by investing in talent, innovation, and partnerships, cities can become engines of diversified and future-fit economic growth. In Moldova, cities like Cedarlunga and Drohia are rethinking infrastructure through strategic investments in energy efficiency and nature-positive revitalization. Their experience shows that local governments, when supported and enabled, can become powerful engines of change. improving lives while advancing green, inclusive development. And I believe that the pictures and the displays that we have all had the opportunity to go through in the morning are the picture testament to the history in making as we are here today. In addition today to celebrating these successes, we are launching also the next phase, as it has been already mentioned, of our shared journey, a phase that builds on learnings of the past and brings even more ambitious goals. Together, we aim to support cities in becoming more future fit, better equipped to navigate complex challenges as we are experiencing them, but also at the same time seizing emerging opportunities and drive these transformative missions. This will require even greater collaboration across sectors, strengthened financial and strategic capacities, and renewed commitment to co-designing change with citizens at the center. And since Ambassador has mentioned, going far, the idea of the ultra-marathons and the grit and the resilience and the perseverance comes in mind. We are not running a sprint here. We need to face ourselves. We need to think how we create the partnerships to spread the different strengths across all of us so that we are able to run this ultramarathon together and we are all able jointly to cross over the finishing line. So with this in mind, the Mayors for Economic Growth initiative is evolving. However, our goal of finishing that crossing line and crossing it remains, supporting cities to lead with vision and adapt with agility when the opportunity arrives. As we gather here today, I encourage all of us to draw on the rich diversity of the insights, tools, and the experiences that we have already co-generated over the past few years. Let us deepen our regional cooperation, elevate our collective ambition, and co-create practical solutions to urge urban challenges of our time that deliver for the citizens and the people who are living in those localities. I'm very grateful for the partnerships with the European Commission. I'm very grateful for our partnerships and collaboration with every single mayor of every single of those 430 municipalities that are part of the program. And I very much hope that the experience that you have lived through and will continue to be with us, experiencing on this journey, is going to turn you into the ambassadors of this initiative, and that jointly we are going to grow it and to deliver for the citizens and the people who are living in our municipalities and cities. Once again, on behalf of United Nations Development Programme, we are very proud to be walking and running this journey together with you, and I wish you a wonderful event in the coming 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your leadership, and also thank you for being here with us today. Now, I would like to extend thank you actually to all of the 4 distinguished guests for these inspiring opening remarks. And next up, we will watch a video to see a quick recap of what has been achieved in the last 4 years. Let's see.
434. That's how many municipalities have joined the M4EG network. A sandbox for bold ideas, a launchpad for smart discussions, and a home for even braver decisions. But what are cities without stories? Without the people who bring them to life? Meet the real heroes behind our transformative journey.
Սա մշակութային շենքի մեր դահլիճն է, որը նախատեսված է 130 հանդիսատեսի համար։ Բեմը կահավորվել է լուսաձայնային նոր ժամանակակից տեխնիկայով։ Դահլիճը նաև ձայնամեկուսացվել է, ինչը հնարավորություն է տալիս այստեղ ոչ միայն բեմականացումներ ներկայացնել, այլ նաև բազմագործիկ համերգներ կազմակերպել այստեղ, այսպիսով զանազան դարձնել Ալավերդի համայնքի մշակութային կյանքը։ Գաղտնիք չէ որևէ մեկիս համար, որ Երևանը քաշում է մարզի բոլոր երիտասարդներին եւ ոչ միայն, շատ դեպքերում նույնիսկ ընտանիքներով են տեղափոխվում, եւ շատ դեպքերում դա ոչ միայն աշխատատեղի պակասն է, այլ նաեւ ժամանց անցկացնելու հնարավորության պակասն է, եւ այս տեսակետից նաեւ շատ կարեւոր է մշակութային շենք ունենալը։
მე ვარ ნინი, ვცხოვრობ ფოთში და ძალიან მომწონს ჩემი ქალაქი. ძალიან მიხარია, რომ ჩემზე მორგებულია ჩემი ქალაქი.
წარმატებული პროექტი მაშინ შედგება, როდესაც თანამშრომლობითი ურთიერთობა არის მუნიციპალიტეტსა და ადგილობრივ მოსახლეობას შორის. ამის მეგალითი არის ეს გამაჯანსაღებელი ცენტრი თავის საცურაო აუზით. ჩემი შვილები არიან ამ აუზის მომხმარებლები.
Suportul Uniunii Europene a fost foarte binevenit și acestui proiect pentru instituții. Numărul copiilor, într-adevăr, s-a mărit în instituții datorită acestui proiect și acestei picturi minunate. La moment avem 200 de copii.
Grădinița a luat să spun, o altă viață, mai colorată, mai interesantă, dar totodată și mai călduroasă. Este o investiție pe termen lung, nu pe o durată mai scurtă. Copiii au alte condiții mai bune, fiindcă la grădiniță își petrec mai mult timp decât acasă.
Миколаїв – одне з міст в Україні, яке впроваджує інноваційний портфельний підхід в економічний розвиток громади в рамках спільної ініціативи ЄС та ПРООН «Мери за економічне зростання». Завдяки портфельному підходу ми бачимо, як саме нам слід рухатися далі у питаннях повоєнного відновлення економіки міста.
В 2023 році був створений центр підтримки бізнесу в місті Тростянець. Це було в першу чергу пов'язано з тим, що громада була окупована, відповідно, майже 90% бізнесу було розбито. Відповідно, стало питання, як потрібно максимально швидко відновлюватись, допомагати підприємницькій діяльності. Тому виникла ідея створити центр підтримки бізнесу саме якраз для того, щоб консультувати людей. Це не тільки про діючий бізнес, це і про людей, які планують відкрити власну справу. Друга історія – це ми проводили велику кількість навчань, пов'язаних з залученням грантових коштів, з бухгалтерським обліком, з земельними питаннями, з СММ-стратегією і так далі. Якраз саме для того, щоб місцевий бізнес міг розвиватися і залучати кошти. В принципі, за ці майже вже рік роботи можемо похвалитись тим, що допомогли місцевим підприємцям виграти і написати успішно 23 грантові заявки, залучено більше 4,5 мільйонів гривень і створено 34 робочих місця саме тут, в Тростянці.
Wow, those were some fascinating stories, weren't they? And guess what? There's more to come. So stay tuned. And remember, with M4EG, all missions are possible.
That is definitely true. All missions are possible, and today our conversations roll exactly about that. We will hear a lot of stories from some of these cities today. But before we do that, I would like to invite every single person who is in here today on stage or in front of the stage for a photo moment so that we have a memory that we can share together. Please come on here. Everybody, the speakers, the distinguished guests, everybody who is in here. We will have our photographers lead us.